who files reports concerning your policy.
Hello?
In the course of the
Hi.
Sorry.
Come on in. Hi.
Can we join you?
Yes, please.
Somebody with a camera?
Nice
Yeah.
to see you.
See you again?
We'll do introductions.
Different things that the audit committee does is they talk about when we have debt issuance. So for example, I'm talking to the rating agencies next week. They're going to do a review of our status. If we're going to refinance debt, they go over it with us. We just did a banking RFP that the audit committee was involved in. Every 5 years we're required to review our banking arrangements and our audit arrangements. So the audit committee is involved in all of that.
So the auditor is a private firm?
Wendy Swanhurst, right?
And so is that
Swanhurst and Company.
bid, do you have to bid that?
We do that every 5 years.
That's what you do every 5 years, okay.
So she's
First day, what are you doing today?
Well, I mean, mostly just working on transitional, building on, you know, some prior conversations and just trying to get my bearings a little bit, and working with Sandy, my assistant, to get all my technology plugged in and squared away, and so I can communicate. And I have been on the system, the technology, for a couple of weeks, so that's been helpful too as I've been communicating. You know, it's if we ever have a quieter time in our profession, it seems like that's summer, and maybe the very middle of the summer is the best time for that. Folks have a chance to take vacation things. So this allows me to walk in a little more gradually, and so I'll meet with each of the board members over the next couple of weeks and have an individual conversation with them, a number of leadership staff, work around vacation schedules and things, and visit, and mostly just to build a relationship, to get to know one another, but also a chance for me to hear some of their expectations and some words of advice as I start this position. So yeah, so July's a good time for me to do that.
Anything you're like, I really want to get this done in the first 6 months, or?
Well, I would say probably what we just talked about, what I want to get done in the first 6 months is really to build relationships, get acquainted with school level personnel, district level, community leadership. I've had good contacts from the community already, asking for a chance to meet and visit, and you know, participate in conversations around their areas of interest and needs. And so if I look at 6 months and can make good progress on that front of beginning to get acquainted and build relationships, I think that will provide a good foundation as, you know, as we plan and work on district goals, and I'll have a chance to work with the board during that period of time more in depth, and so I gain a greater clarity on what their expectations are, and so I think those two will complement each other nicely.